Hey guys, this is Nick. I'm hiding behind my audio setup right now. It's not ideal, but it's the only way that I can get this to work right now and have somewhat good quality audio. So I hope you bear with me. It looks a bit janky, but it's actually like a mini vocal booth that shields some of the noise. So the reason why I'm making this video right now is because I got the notification that I reached 100 subscribers on YouTube. So thanks everybody for subscribing. It's really appreciated. I've been getting a lot of love from everybody the last few days. It's been really cool getting all the messages and donations. And yeah, it's been really cool to see how much the community appreciates what I've done. So for those of you that are subscribed, maybe for my Advent of Code stuff that I did before, and I still want to do more of that, by the way, so don't worry. I created a tool that lets you view your Ether generation per hour. What is Ether? That's a currency of a blockchain game on the Wax blockchain that I've started, I think, about a month ago, maybe a bit longer. This game is called R-Planet, and what it lets you do is stake some of the NFTs that you own, and they will give you a payout for that. So, for example, this is Bitverse. It's a project that recently launched. I have 62 cards staked, and they will give me 469 Ether per hour for that. So that is cool, and you can see I've collected about 2 hours worth here. In the old version of the game, you could see your rate over here on the shiny button and the amount that you accumulated as well. They recently removed that because they moved to a pool system where the payout is based on how many cards there are staked. This is not true for the R-Planet stuff themselves. They have a fixed rate, but all the other projects, they get a allotment for their pool, for like Cordobox, for example. They have a lot of NFTs staked, nearly 1.2 million. And they have an Ether pool of 1 million Ether per hour. So what that means is that this pot is divvied up between these NFTs. And NFTs have different values, different rarities. So you have a common, an uncommon, a rare, and you can see that they yield different values. These values are not fixed. These are based on how many there are staked. So if a lot of people stake more of them, these rates go down. If for whatever reason people unstake and this number goes down, this value will go up. And there's also epics that yield 1.5 right now. Before the pools existed, this yielded 4.8. So you can see for this project it had a fairly dramatic impact. But that's not much of a problem. So yeah, getting back to the tool that I made. So once this update went live, you could no longer see how much you were generating each hour. And this is something that most of the players find really important, as it's the best way to track how you're doing in the game. So people would compare and show updates after they've done something cool, like, hey, I'm at this level now. And that was gone. So a lot of people were disappointed, including me. And what do I do when I'm disappointed and I find something that I don't like and I can do something about it? I make a tool. So what I did was I checked these pages to see what kind of info does it pull, what is it based on, and is this something that I can do myself? And after some quick reconnaissance, I was like, yeah, I can do this. So I made a tool. So this is rp.naw.io. This is my site. I own this domain, and I'm putting all sorts of Wax projects on there. It's still very quick and dirty. There is some improvements coming in the future, but I'm focusing on making it usable first. So if I log in here, and let me click that, I will sign in with my Wax wallet, the cloud wallet. And what this tool originally did was allow you to add these tokens to your wallet. So if you have a clean wallet, let me just remove these. I'll just delete these. And now you can see they're gone. So let me go back to my website here. And I log in. Boom. And it says like add Ether tokens to your wallet. So what you normally would have to do is go to here, manage, add custom token, fill in the symbol, the amount of decimal places, the token contract, how it displays, the IPFS hash for the image, etc., etc. This is not a nice experience, because there's a lot of stuff you have to fill in, and if you get the precision wrong, it doesn't work, etc., etc. So it's not rocket science, but it's not fun or nice to do. So what I figured was I have a way to add all 5 of them in one call. You can see it here. The contract, the token, display name, IPFS hash. There's no magic here. It's just knowing what to enter and how to enter it, and then you have the tokens in your wallet. So I'm like, okay, I'm not a robot, I approve this. And now I have these tokens in my wallet. So now if I go back here and I refresh, and now I have the tokens here. And now I can send these tokens to my friends as well. My wife also plays the game, so from time to time I sometimes send her something, and it's just very easy to do it this way. So that was the first thing that I made, because I was like, entering contract details and precision, it's not a friendly thing if you can just do it with one click. So that's what I did. After that, after the pool update, I was like, okay, let's add those ether rates back so that we can see this number. This is the number we all want to see. This is the amount of ether that you generate each hour. So I did that. I pulled all the collections, pulled in the data, did the math, and there you go. This is what we generate per hour. So I'm like, cool. I updated it. People loved it. I was like, okay. And I really got lots and lots and lots of cool responses. It was really, really nice. So after that, I was like, okay. When you go to this site, this is a blind button. And if you press it when there's nothing to claim, you get a red arrow square here. It's not a nice experience. So I was like, okay, maybe I can add, if there is something to claim at all, you know? Because you don't want to go to the site, click it, get a red arrow. It just feels bad, you know? It's not a nice experience. So I added that as well. And after that, it was like, okay, now I can see that there's something to claim here, but then I still have to go back to this side and press the button here. It's just a simple contract invoke. So I added a button here as well so that you can do it from one spot. After that, I was like, there is a site that people use a lot called R-Calculator. It's a nice site. You can put in your values here, and it will tell you how much that means per day, per week, per month. But also, if you use Alcor and use this exchange rate, how much wax you can get for it. And if you make another jump to another exchange, how much US dollars you can get for it, or at least the stablecoin variant of that. So people really like this because it really illustrates the impact of your ETH and the markets and what you could pull out of this game if you wanted to. The only downside is you have to fill in this number. This became harder because this number is not available here anymore. So the only way to get that number is by either doing the math by hand or to go on my site and pull this in. And I was like, okay, if people are on my site already, why not make it easier and just make it a no-click, here is all your info. So once you're logged in, once I know which account it's about, it pulls all the data. It shows you your ETH rate. It shows you how much there is to claim. It gives you a button to claim if you want to. And it does the math for you to see how much you would earn if you would sell it all, you know? I also added yearly because yeah, it really drives home a big number. It's cool to see. The other thing that I did was I tried to improve on stuff that I don't like. So in here, can you tell me how much zeros there are looking at a glance? Most people can't. So normally when we talk about the Ether price, we talk about how much it costs per 1,000. So it would be 0.95 per 1,000. So this is something that I also implemented. Like, okay, this is the price per 1,000. It's 0.952. And if you go to Alcor, this will be the current exchange rate. I've made it so that this updates every minute. So if you leave it open, it will keep your prices synced with the market somewhat. It was at 5 seconds, but Alcor was having issues. And I'm not sure if it's because of all the people that use the site or whatever. I figured I'll put it to 60 seconds so the load is a bit lowered. And I would like to move this to my own backend so that because this data is for the same for everyone, so there's no reason to have everybody individually query this data, but that's for later. I'll improve that sometimes in the future. Then there's this second value, this wax USD value. If you look, I have 1.447. This one will be higher. This is because this rate is from a different exchange. What I do is pull the data from within the wax blockchain. Every block producer, like the machines that run the blockchain, actually give this rate. So it's called the Delphi Oracle, and it's what Atomic Hub and Wax Stash and other places that show wax and USD rates uses. So it pulls it from all the block producers, takes the average, and that's the value that you see here. So it will be more close to what you see in the rest of the wax ecosystem. That's something that I wanted to improve myself. So yeah, if you go on our calculator, this rate might be higher or lower, but I think this is more fair because this is what the wax ecosystem says itself that the rate should be. And you could just see it jump. The price of wax went down, so it has an impact on all these values. Another thing that I really liked and added later was a way to see how long it would take to craft something. If you play the game, you're all familiar with this page. It's amazing. It lets you craft complex recipes with ease. The Holy Grail right now, it was better before when, excuse me, but it's called shit. It didn't run out yet. But money is the thing that you want to make, and it costs nearly 44 million ETH. It's at 112 out of 600. What does that mean? Once an element has been made 600 times, you no longer get an NFT, which is something that you can stake to generate more ETH. You just get the FT, which can be used to build stuff. Sorry. So money takes 2 times gold. Gold is also not run out yet, so every gold you make yields you an NFT. These ones have run out, so they don't give you NFTs. So if you make a money, you get 2 NFTs at this rate and 1 for the nearly 44 million. So that's really good. You get a total of let's see, over 80 million ETH worth of NFTs. So that's I think that's like a 10k ETH minimum if you hit comments on both of them, all 3 of them. So yeah, that's really nice. Going back to the site, I was like, okay, at your current income rate in ETH, how long would it take you without buying ETH on the market to craft that holy grail, that money? And for me, that would be 31 days. And by then, I think it will no longer be available. But it's like it's a really nice way to see how long it would take. It gives you some perspective. The feedback I got is like, I have different goals. Can I set my own goal? So yeah, I did that as well. So let's see if there's... Most things now are around 5 million. So I can just go in here and enter 5 million, and you will see it update. So it will take me 4 days to gather 5 million ETH to build something. So this is something you can use as well. I also added a small hack for non-Wax Cloud Wallet users to load their accounts. It's not fancy, it's not fully functional yet, but what it does is it will show you your generation per hour. So this is Fan, the #1 player on R-Planet. He's been kicking ass and taking names. It's really impressive what he's been doing. And this is his rate per hour, which is really impressive. So I use a small hack to skip some of the checks that you're logged in, because I have all sorts of checks in there to make sure that I don't try stuff when you're not logged in, etc., etc. I will improve this to make sure that you can either log in with Anchor or that it will show the other data as well, because it's just hidden in here. I can unhide it right now and you could see his income as well. Let me see if I can do that, because it's really just a simple check. Like, this requires login. I can just remove this for now. And you can see this is what Van would make in a year, which is insane. And to think, while Wax is going down again, this price was above 25 cents just a week and a half ago, I think. So yeah, the potential for earnings here is amazing. The impact of selling this amount of ETH on the market, I don't know what that would be, but yeah, in theory, it's amazing. So yeah, this is the tool that I made, and that has gotten me a lot of great responses and feedback. I'm really grateful for all the nice things that has come my way, all the thank yous, etc. It's been really nice. So thank you for 100 subscribers. The reason that I made this video, I thought I'd share a bit of how I got there partly. Yeah, I want to do more videos about the whole Wax thing in the future, just to explain, like, from the first basics, how you can get your wallet, what you can do, like what is Alien World, this game that is running here in the background that takes another hour to be ready. Because this is the game that got me into Wax. I saw the listing on Binance. Maybe this is a story for another time, but this is how it all started for me. And I figured more people will be interested. So I really would like to make like a step-by-step video of all the compartments, how it works, what is Wax, how does it work, how does the CPU, etc. inside the wallet work. So yeah, I'm starting to ramble now, so I'm just gonna end it here and say thank you, and I'll try to make more content soon. So thanks for 100, and let's see where this goes. Bye bye.